The other day I had been thinking about my folded pens, which I hadn't really played with in quite a while. A folded pen is a type of calligraphy pen. I had first seen them, I think, on Flickr, on the photo sharing site where people were calling them cola pens because they were made out of discarded soda cans. Basically, all it is a thin piece of metal that's folded and angled in different ways and then taped to a stick so you can use it kind of like a pen. And I found that by varying the different kinds of angles on the pen, you get different kinds of results. Since it's folded in half, it actually will hold ink fairly well. I usually will pour it into a dish or into the bottom of a cup and then dip into the ink and then start to write with it. These are some of the examples of what I was working with. This is the J. Herbin 1670 anniversary ink, Rouge Hematite, and this is an example of what you can do with these pens. They look very rough, which I like a lot, and depending on which way you angle the pen, if you go more down onto the tip, you'll get thinner lines, and if you work it more from the side, you'll get these wider lines. But there's a lot of variation that you can get, and I think they're a lot of fun to play with, to make and to play with. Here's some more with the Rouge Hematite, and here's some with the Blue Ocean, the new 1670 anniversary ink Blue Ocean. These were with a couple different things. I was using the glass pen up here, and a liner brush, and this was with a paintbrush. So I was just kind of playing with different ways to apply ink to paper without using a fountain pen. So have some different inks here, as you can see, some different inks from Noodlers and J. Herbin and Diamine. And over here, this is the metal that I used to make the pens. It was left over from my jewelry making days. It comes in a package. 4 sheets cost approximately $17 from a company called Rio Grande. This is 34 gauge copper, sheet copper, and to me it seems to work really well for the pens because although they do fold a little bit, like they can bend if you press on the nib real hard, you can kind of move them back fairly easily, and it doesn't really break. I actually tried making these out of a soda can, and the soda can aluminum was just too thin. You would lean on it and the pen would just break. So this 34 gauge sheet copper seems to work very well. And this is a brass folding pen that I acquired through, I believe, John Neal Booksellers carries these, and I don't remember what they cost, but I think they were fairly reasonable. And this is one that has a little bit smoother of a nib. I'm fairly sure someone is making these by hand, but I wanted to try and make my own and use something that was a little bit more commercial. So there you go, folded pens. Have a good one.